Okay, I'm back again, down to the last stage of the bolognese. I haven't talked about cooking the pasta yet, but we'll get to that once the sauce is all done, okay? So, this is now cooked down, the veggies have softened, the mince is all browned, the garlic, I can smell the garlic, the herbs are starting to become fragrant, and really we just chuck everything else in. So, I'm going to crumble my stock cube through. It's a beef stock cube I'm using, but if you don't have beef, you could use a veggie or a chicken. It's really not a problem. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. The tomato puree is a handy thing to have in the kitchen because it adds depth of flavour without adding lots of liquid and everything. So it's worth having a jar or a can of it around. About tin tomato soup. Now, I'm going to keep the tin and I'm going to show you what I want you to do with it in a second. A tin of tomatoes. Okay, and then what I do is to rinse the tins out and actually to measure the amount of liquid I'm going to put into the bolognese. I fill each of these tins with water and then put the water into the dish, okay? So fill each tin and you kill 2 birds with the 1 stone, so to speak. You've rinsed out your tin ready to recycle and you know how much water you're putting into your dish. Now it looks like a lot of water because what we want to do is simmer it down and let it really develop the flavour, okay? So you've got now what is quite a watery dish, but once you're finished with it, it won't be, okay? So then we're going to put our 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Again, this just adds a little bit of depth of flavour. And again, it's entirely governed by your taste. If you like something that's really rich and beefy, add extra. If you don't, then don't. And then I'm just going to add a 1 tiny squirt of barbecue sauce and stir it through. And some pepper. I'm not going to add salt because we get enough salt in our diet without any extra in our cooking. We should try to avoid adding salt when we're cooking. And we're going to bring that to the boil. So it's on a high heat at the moment. Bring it to the boil and then the minimum amount that I would simmer it for is 15 minutes. So if you're in a huge rush and you want to eat, it's 15 minutes and it's good to go, okay? If you're not in a huge rush and you want to take time to develop the flavour and make it a really rich bolognese sauce, you can simmer it for up to an hour. You're trying to reduce down the liquid and make it into a lovely thick bolognese. So everything else goes in. You're going to bring it to the boil, reduce the heat, let it simmer, and then you're good to go with your pasta. I'll be back soon to show you how to cook the pasta.